Sometimes the present feels so uncomfortable that you try to seek refuge in any other point in time. Nostalgia, future, any time but the present. Today, when the wait seems long and my patience falls short, when my efforts don't yield results and the voices in my head grow louder, I go back to a hard learned lesson imparted to me by my tuition teacher on a mild summer evening. She had said that as a reply to my question when I had asked her, "Why do I have to do this again?" But to me, her answer seemed far less interesting than the laughter of the kids playing in the ground behind her house. In the years to come, I would come to understand what she meant, but never fully practice it. So it was 2006, I was in 7th standard and I was doing terribly in my school. My parents had heard of this teacher whose students did very well, tuition teacher. So they decided to enroll me there. But the problem was she only took 4 students at a time. Through some recommendation, I got the spot. But the moment I joined, I didn't understand what the fuss was about. I found that she did nothing. All she did was she made me write down everything that I had read in school while she sipped her tea sitting on her chair. If I wrote outside the margins, missed a date, used shortcuts, she made me redo it all. Soon, and naturally, I grew frustrated. I didn't have much patience back then. In fact, I struggle with it even now. I always found the routine very dull. I told my parents that this was the case and they dismissed me. They knew how much I hated working hard. So daily at 3 p.m., I cycled to her house in the blazing heat. Floors and walls burned, and I would sit on her porch under a really slow and noisy fan and would write down everything and leave when I could walk barefoot on the floor without getting blisters. My hands would hurt. So one day in anger, I asked her that why do I have to do this again? And that's when she told me. She told me this doha, which was Karat Karat Abhyas ke Jadmati Hot Sujan. I didn't know what Jadmati meant, but I got the essence of what she was trying to say, and I found it utterly unconvincing. But I knew I could do nothing, so I sort of gave in. And every day, I wrote within the margins, put the dates, and was angry that I couldn't play. But with time, those voices started to fade away. Writing dates and avoiding abbreviations became second nature, and soon time passed quickly. Before I knew it, I wasn't sweating so much, and the light on the floor had faded, and it was time for me to cycle back home. And as I cycled back home, I felt a strange kind of peace, as if I had done what I was meant to. I didn't become a genius overnight in school, but I could comprehend things a lot better and was curious to ask what I did not understand. My imagination didn't draw me far from the classroom. I genuinely started to take interest. And to this day, whatever I studied in that standard has remained with me. But as we all do, I forgot the lesson the next year. I found it again a few years later, only to lose it again. But to this day, it feels right. I instinctively know that that was the right thing. So today, I decide to go back to it. I go back to repetition, repetition without expectation, and repetition until it feels like meditation. Hi everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is mentioned on screen.